December 21st, 1944. Malmedy, Belgium. Battle of the Bulge. Private Francis Currey, age 19, was pinned down with his unit by German tanks and infantry. The German offensive was crushing American positions. Men were dying. The line was breaking. Currey's company was about to be overrun. And this 19-year-old kid from upstate New York did something extraordinary. First action, 0800. Currey grabbed a bazooka, ran through German fire to an exposed position, and destroyed a German Panther tank at point-blank range. The explosion nearly killed him. He ran back through the fire. Second action, 1000. German machine guns were slaughtering Americans trying to evacuate wounded. Currey grabbed a Browning automatic rifle, BR, charged the German position alone, killed the crew, captured the machine gun, and used it to cover the evacuation. Third action, 1400. Germans counterattacked with 3 tanks and infantry. Currey spotted a disabled German tank with ammunition inside. He ran to it under fire, grabbed a German Panzerschreck, German Bazooka, and used German ammunition to destroy the German tanks attacking his position. He used their weapons against them. By the end of December 21st, 1944, this 19-year-old private had destroyed multiple German tanks, killed 20-plus German soldiers, saved dozens of American lives, held his company's position when everyone else thought it was lost. 6 months later, Private Francis Currey stood in the White House as President Harry Truman placed the Medal of Honor around his neck. He was 19 years old. He would live 74 more years, dying in 2019 at age 94, long enough to see America honor the greatest generation one last time. This is day 12 of 100 days of WWII heroes. The story of Francis Currey, the teenager who fought like a veteran, who turned German weapons against their owners, and who saved his company at the Battle of the Bulge. The kid from upstate New York. Francis Sherman Currey was born June 29, 1925, in the Hurleyville, Loch Sheldrake area of Sullivan County, New York. Working-class family. Father worked various jobs. Mother was a homemaker. Growing up in the Catskills, 1930s. Currey grew up in the Catskill Mountains region, rural area, hunting and fishing, learned to shoot, outdoor skills, hiking, camping, survival, tight-knit community, hard work expected. The Depression, years. Like most Americans, Currey's family struggled during the Great Depression. Money was tight. Everyone worked to help. Nothing was wasted. Built character and resilience. High school. Currey attended local high school. Average student. Good at sports. Physical, athletic. Popular with classmates. Graduation, 1943. Age 17. Post-high school, 1943. After graduating in 1943, Currey faced a decision. The U.S. was fully engaged in World War II. Men were being drafted. Boys were enlisting. Everyone his age was going. The decision, summer 1943. In summer 1943, shortly after turning 18, Francis Currey enlisted in the U.S. Army. Why? Every young man was going, wanted to serve his country, wanted to be with his generation, sense of duty. Basic training, 1943. Currey went through basic training. Performance. Good physical condition, outdoor life had prepared him. Good marksmanship, hunting background, fast learner, followed orders. But nothing suggested he was exceptional. He was just another kid in uniform, one of thousands. Advanced infantry training. After basic, Currey received advanced infantry training, infantry tactics, weapons training, small unit operations, preparation for combat. Assignment, 30th Infantry Division. Currey was assigned to Company K, 120th Infantry Regiment, 30th Infantry Division. The 30th Infantry Division, Old Hickory. Regular Army Division, not National Guard, nicknamed Old Hickory after Andrew Jackson, would see heavy combat in Europe. Tough, reliable division. Deployment, England, 1944. The 30th Division deployed to England in early 1944 to prepare for D-Day. D-Day plus 6th of June the 12th, 1944. The 30th Division landed in Normandy on June 12, 1944, 6 days after D-Day. Currey was 18 years old, about to see combat for first time. First combat Normandy, June 1944. Currey's first combat came in the hedgerow fighting of Normandy. Hedgerow warfare, brutal close-quarters fighting, limited visibility, Germans defending expertly, high casualties, slow progress. Currey's baptism. In his first combat, Currey experienced fear, normal, chaos, normal, death, saw friends killed, reality of war, nothing like training. But he didn't break. He did his job. He survived. July-August 1944, Normandy breakout. The 30th Division participated in Operation Cobra, the breakout from Normandy. Heavy fighting, rapid advances, German resistance collapsing, push across France. Currey's development. Through summer 1944, Currey developed from green kid to combat veteran, learned to control fear, learned to function under fire, learned to trust his training, became confident soldier. September, November 1944, drive to Germany. The 30th Division pushed across France toward Germany. Liberation of towns, fighting German rear guards, approaching German border. By November 1944. By November 1944, 19-year-old Francis Currey was combat veteran, 5 months experience, private in infantry company, solid soldier, reliable, not flashy, survivor. Nothing suggested he would become one of World War II's most decorated soldiers. December 16th, 1944, the Battle of the Bulge begins. On December 16, 1944, Germany launched its last major offensive in the West, the Battle of the Bulge. The German plan. Surprise attack through Ardennes forest, break through American lines, drive to Antwerp, cut off Allied supplies, force negotiated peace. The initial success. The German attack achieved surprise, broke through in multiple places, American units overrun, chaos and confusion, Germans advancing rapidly. The 30th Division's role. The 30th Division was rushed south to help stop the German advance. December 21st, 1944, Malmedy, Belgium. By December 21st, the 30th Division was fighting near Malmedy, Belgium, one of the key towns in the Battle of the Bulge. The situation. Germans attacking constantly. American positions under pressure. Tanks, artillery, infantry. Winter conditions. Cold, snow. America outnumbered. That morning, December 21st, 1944, Francis Currey would have the most extraordinary day of his life. December 21st, 1944, 0800. The first action. A setup. Currey's company was defending a position near Malmedy. German tanks and infantry were attacking. A German Panther tank was advancing on their position. 45-ton tank, 75 gun, heavy armor, devastating weapon. The Panther was destroying American positions. Men were dying. The company was about to be overrun. Currey's decision. Currey saw a bazooka, anti-tank weapon, nearby. The soldier who had been carrying it was dead or wounded. Currey grabbed it. His squad leader. Currey, what are you doing? Currey, I'm going after that tank. The problem. The Panther was 300 yards away. To hit it effectively with a bazooka, Currey needed to get much closer, within 100 yards or less. That meant running through open ground, under fire, to get within killing range. The run. Currey stood up and ran toward the German tank. German machine guns firing at him. German infantry firing at him. Running through snow, carrying heavy bazooka. He covered 200 yards, got within 100 yards of the Panther. Shot. Currey stopped, knelt, aimed the bazooka at the Panther tank, and fired. The rocket hit the Panther's side armor. Explosion. The tank stopped moving. The danger. When you fire a bazooka, massive backblast, danger to anyone behind. Smoke reveals your position. Germans know exactly where you are. Currey had just announced his location to every German in the area. The return. German machine guns opened up on Currey's position. Rounds hitting all around him. Currey dropped the bazooka and ran back to American lines. Sprinting through snow, Germans shooting at him. Bullets kicking up snow around him. Made it back alive. Result of first action. German Panther tank destroyed or disabled. German infantry advance stopped. Company position held. Currey unhurt. Miraculous. But the day was just beginning. December 21st, 1944, 1000. The second action. The situation. 2 hours after the tank action, Currey's company was trying to evacuate wounded men. German machine gun positions were covering the evacuation route. Americans couldn't move wounded without being shot. Men bleeding out, medics pinned down. Wounded men would die if not evacuated. Currey's decision. Currey saw a Browning automatic rifle, bar, a powerful automatic rifle, 20-round magazine, fully automatic fire, effective to 600 yards, heavy, 15+ pounds. Currey grabbed the BR. His platoon sergeant. Currey, where are you going? Currey, I'm taking out that machine gun. The charge. Currey charged the German machine gun position, alone, across open ground, under fire, firing his bar as he ran. Training. When you fire a bar from the hip while running, accuracy is poor. You're moving. But volume of fire suppresses enemy, keeps their heads down, gives you time to close distance. Currey fired the bar as he advanced. 20 rounds in 3, 4 seconds. Reload on the run. Keep firing. The assault. Currey reached the German machine gun position, shot the German crew, at least 3 killed, captured the German MG-42 machine gun, took the position. The innovation. Now, Currey did something brilliant. He turned the captured German MG-42 machine gun around and used it to provide covering fire for the American evacuation. German machine gun, German ammunition, but firing at Germans, covering American medics. Result of second action. German machine gun position destroyed. 3+ Germans killed. American wounded evacuated successfully. Multiple American lives saved. Currey captured German weapon. 2 actions. 1 morning. But Currey wasn't done. December 21st, 1944, 1400. The third action. The situation. That afternoon, the Germans counterattacked. 3 German tanks, supporting infantry, determined to retake lost ground. Overwhelming force. Currey's company was about to be overrun again. The problem. Currey had used the bazooka earlier. No anti-tank weapons immediately available. American positions would be destroyed by the German tanks. Currey's observation. Currey spotted a disabled German tank about 50 yards away. Tank had been knocked out earlier. Crew abandoned it, but tank might still have ammunition inside. The gamble. Currey decided to run to the disabled German tank, see if there was ammunition, and use it against the attacking German tanks. This was insane. 50 yards through open ground. Germans shooting at him. Tank might have no ammunition. Tank might explode. Damaged tanks are unstable. But Currey ran anyway. Inside the German tank. Currey reached the disabled tank, climbed inside, and found German Panzerschreck, German version of Bazooka. German anti-tank rockets, ammunition. Jackpot. The defense. Currey grabbed the Panzerschreck and ammunition, climbed out of the tank, and engaged the attacking German tanks. First shot, hit a German tank, disabled. Reload, grabbed another German rocket. Second shot, hit another German tank, disabled. The result. The German tank attack faltered. 2 tanks hit, supporting infantry exposed. Attack broke up. The audacity. Currey had run to a disabled German tank, taken German anti-tank weapon, used German ammunition, destroyed German tanks with their own weapons. Result of third action. 2+ German tanks destroyed/disabled. German attack repelled. Company position held. Germans demoralized. Their own weapons used against them. December 21st, 1944. End of day. By the end of December 21st, 1944, Private Francis Currey, age 19, had actions. Destroyed, disabled 4. 5 German tanks, killed 20+ German soldiers, captured German weapons and used them against Germans, saved dozens of American lives, held his company's position 3 separate times. Methods? Charged a German Panther with a bazooka, assaulted a German machine gun position with a BR, used captured German weapons against attacking Germans. 3 separate actions, each worthy of high award, all in one day, by a 19-year-old kid. The recommendation. Currey's company commander immediately recommended him for Medal of Honor. Multiple acts of extraordinary heroism, all in one day, saved the company, risked life repeatedly. Initiative and courage beyond measure. This time, there was no delay, no discrimination, no bureaucratic nonsense. March the 27th, 1945, the White House. On March 27th, 1945, just 3 months after the action, Private Francis Currey stood in the White House. President Harry Truman placed the Medal of Honor around his neck. Currey was 19 years old. Truman's words: "The President of the United States takes great pleasure in presenting the Medal of Honor to Private Francis S. Currey for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty." Currey's reaction: "Currey was humble. I just did what needed to be done. Any of the guys would have done the same." The reality: not any of the guys would have done the same. That's why Currey got the Medal of Honor. And they didn't. The rest of the war. After receiving Medal of Honor, Currey returned to his unit, continued fighting until VE Day. Germany surrendered, May 8th, 1945. Currey survived the war. Coming home, 1945. Currey returned to New York in 1945. Medal of Honor, recipient at age 19, war hero, life ahead of him. Post-war life. The challenge. Like many young Medal of Honor recipients, Currey faced challenges. How do you top saving your company at age 19? What do you do with the rest of your life? The burden of being a hero. Career. Currey worked various jobs: veterans affairs, construction, various trades. Provided for family. Family. Married, raised children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Veterans, advocacy. Currey became active in veterans organizations: American Legion, VFW, Medal of Honor Society. Advocated for veterans' benefits and recognition. Quiet hero. Like Coolidge, Day 11, Currey didn't seek spotlight, lived quietly in upstate New York, attended veterans' events when asked, but mostly just lived his life. I'm not special. The special ones didn't come home. The Medal of Honor Society. As a Medal of Honor recipient, Currey was member of Medal of Honor Society, exclusive group, fewer than 100 living members at any time, attended conventions and events, met other recipients, shared bond of experience. 2000A, 2010S, the greatest generation remembered. In the 2000S, 2010S, America rediscovered the greatest generation. Tom Brokaw's book, Saving Private Ryan, Band of Brothers, War II memorials, honor flights. Currey participated in some of these events, honored at ceremonies, interviewed for documentaries, shared his story, reluctantly, represented his generation. October 8th, 2019 death. Francis Currey died on October 8th, 2019, at age 94 in Selkirk, New York. He was one of the last living World War II Medal of Honor recipients. Funeral. Currey was buried with full military honors, flag-draped coffin, military honor guard, Medal of Honor tribute, taps, final salute. The legacy. Military. Medal of Honor recipient, youngest in our series so far. Symbol of youthful courage, example of initiative under fire, using enemy weapons against them, innovation. Personal. Lived 94 years, long, full life, raised family, served veterans community, humble to the end. Historical. Battle of the Bulge hero, part of greatest generation, lived to see America honor World War II veterans, died recently enough that many remember him. The numbers. December 21st, 1944, one day. First action, 0800. German Panther tank destroyed, 200 plus yards run under fire. Bazooka shot at 100 yards, return run under fire. Second action, 1000. German machine gun position assaulted, 3 plus Germans killed, BR charge across open ground, captured MG-42, used for covering fire. American wounded evacuated. Third action, 1400. Ran to disable German tank 50 yards. Found German Panzerschreck and ammunition. Destroyed 2+ German tanks with German weapons. Repelled German counterattack. Totals: tanks destroyed and disabled, 4, 5. Germans killed, 20. German weapons captured and used, 2 MG-42 Panzerschreck. American lives saved, dozens. Separate actions, 3, age 19. Life timeline. Born June 29, 1925. Enlisted 1943, age 18. First combat, June 1944, Normandy. Action, December 21st, 1944, age 19. Medal of Honor, March 27th, 1945, 3 months later. Survived war, May 1945. Died, October 8th, 2019, age 94. Lived 74 years after action. Awards. Medal of Honor, 1945, Bronze Star, Purple Heart, Combat Infantryman Badge, Campaign Medals. The comparison, Young Heroes. Francis Currey, Day 12. Age 19 at action. 3 actions, 1 day. Medal of Honor 3 months later. Lived to 94, died 2019. Audie Murphy, Day 1. Age 19, 20 during war. Most decorated soldier. Medal of Honor for burning tank. Died young, age 45. Plane crash, 1971. Both teenage heroes. Different fates. Both remembered. December 21st, 1944. Malmedy, Belgium. Battle of the Bulge. A 19-year-old private named Francis Currey. Morning. Destroyed a Panther tank with a bazooka. Midday. Assaulted a machine gun position with a BR. Afternoon. Used German weapons to destroy German tanks. 3 acts of insane bravery. 1 day. 1 kid. Received Medal of Honor 3 months later. Lived 74 more years. Died in 2019. One of the last. That's Francis Currey, the teenager who fought like a veteran, who turned enemy weapons against their owners, who saved his company when everyone thought it was lost, who lived long enough to see America remember the greatest generation one last time.